Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my video, being here with me today. Today I'm going to be talking about the astrology of Sunday, January the 5th. We'll talk about more positive things that are going on and more challenging things that are going on. But more importantly, I'll let you know what is the best way to utilize the energy as you move through your day. So early in the morning, there is a Pisces moon squaring off with Mercury in Sagittarius. Mercury in Sagittarius is already a little bit more of a challenging sign or placement because it's said to be in detriment Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a little bit more about like the bigger picture, big ideas, big concepts, philosophy. And Mercury often prefers more fact-based details and breaking things down into smaller pieces. So it's less about like the larger picture. And Mercury also rules over our communication. So when it's squaring off with a moon in Pisces, which is a little bit more like sensitive, go with the flow, artistic, kind of creative energy, and the moon also has to do with our emotions, I would kind of explain this energy as our communication not really flowing so well with our emotions. So it's a little bit, there's a higher chance of having miscommunications take place in the morning. Also, as the moon progresses through Pisces, it's going to conjunct Neptune. And this can be a positive energy. It's a little bit disorienting. Neptune kind of dissolves everything that it interacts with. And even a lot of astrologers have talked about, even when you talk about Neptune, you might find that your thoughts are getting lost in translation, like me right now. That is the energy of Neptune. It's a little bit more about tuning in to your spirituality. So if you are spiritual or you have church or something that you are attending on Sunday morning, it's a much better day for doing that. If you want to go to like a meditation class or yoga or practice anything that requires a little bit less communication, a little bit more of, turning into the spiritual side of life, it would be a good morning for that. There is a little bit of like mental fog as well as taking place in Pisces. If you do need to have a more difficult conversation today, or if you need to converse with somebody or interact in a way that's meant to be more logical for whatever reason, I would just be aware of what's going on right now. Be patient, slow down, ask questions to ensure that you're understanding whoever you're talking to correctly to avoid miscommunication. If you have like any type of work that you need to do today, I would definitely double check to make sure that you're not making any mistakes. Your communication is like as clear as possible. If you are a creative person or you're working on any type of creative pursuits, it's definitely a good time in the morning to jot down all of your ideas in a creative way or whatever it is you need to do. Just kind of get your ideas out on paper. And you don't necessarily need to take action on anything. Just kind of process through them for the morning. Because later in the day, just in the afternoon, early afternoon, the moon is going to enter Aries, and it's going to be making a really harmonious and nice trine to Mars, which is the ruler of Aries. And Mars has to do with our actions, our passion. It's a little bit more of like a fighter spirit energy. Aries is the god of war. So you're going to be having a lot more grit, I suppose, to put all of the ideas that you jotted down in the morning into action. So if you want to do like more of a higher intensity workout class, or you have goals that you're trying to attain, I would put more of that into action later in the day and set up my schedule that way for my Sunday. What else I have to tell you? Yeah, there's a little bit more motivation later in the day. Definitely good to take advantage of that. Also, today is one of the last days where Mars is going to still be in a fire sign of Leo, and Mars prefers to be in Leo. It is currently going through like a huge retrograde process, and we'll talk more about that in my future videos. but we only have a couple more days of the Mars and Leo energy. It's going to be entering Cancer shortly, and Mars doesn't really like being in Cancer as much. So if you have anything that requires willpower, drive, motivation, masculine energy, I would highly suggest putting it into action right now before it enters Cancer. But yeah, I think that's all that I have for you today for Sunday. I hope that you have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow.